Hello, YouTube land. Check your clocks, it's amateur hour time. Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa. In the last episode, tragedy has struck for a fourth time again, but this time Sakura is the one that died. And how? I'm still trying to think of how that could have happened. So we found a lot of evidence. Apparently this place was she died in the rec room, and what am I trying to say? It was in a locked room, if that makes any sense, because when I tried to open it, the door was already kind of not necessarily locked, but it was jammed. It was barred shut by the chair. So it was already locked to begin with. And then she vomited blood, which I think could be a case of poisoning, but she also got smacked over the head twice. Now, someone had to have gotten the drop on her because, for one, she's the ultimate martial artist, so she would have put up at least a fight against the killer. But seeing how someone had to have taken her by surprise is what I like to go for. But we're gonna just go ahead and figure that out, because these trials do open up a lot of truth and open my eyes to a lot of things. And all we have are theories at this point. So let's go ahead and jump right into it and have some fun. You know what to do, guys. Leave a like for Danganronpa. Leave a like for the fallen Sakura Ogami and the rest of the students who have fallen and died, except Celeste. Except Celeste. I still have no sympathy for her. But let's go ahead and jump right into it and have some fun. If you enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe. It'll be an honor to have you as part of the Cuckoo Crew. I welcome you with open arms. The ultimate rookie is here again with my rudimentary of deductions with Makoto, the ultimate lucky student. Without further ado, let's get this started. Finish preparations. Last trial. All rise. My God, I hate this.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Oh, that's right. She does have. I forgot. Hina actually has an idea who could have potentially done it. She thinks it was either Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro, because she invited them to go talk with them or something like that. I think I remember her saying that.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot. He's like, Byakuya knows it wasn't him. He's like, you idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. Yeah, because she said that Sakura went to go talk to them, right? Alright. Toko, Hina's account, and Byakuya's account. Oh, God. Alright.
It was one of you.
Let me check their accounts real quick. So, Hina. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Hiro, asking them to meet by her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door. Okay, yeah, so she wanted to talk to these three, and those were the last people that came to her before she died. So, Byakuya confirmed he received Sakura's note, but also claimed that he never went to see her. In fact, he had not seen her all that day. Yeah, he said that he saw the note, he got it, but he tore it up and threw it into the trash because he didn't want nothing to do with it. So he didn't go see her. Toko confirmed that she received Sakura's note, but also claimed she never went to see her. Yeah, she also said the same thing, but that doesn't make sense because I saw this. Yeah, Toko came dead. Blood. That. Okay, let's think.
One of you killed Sakura.
Oh boy.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive.
Did? No, they did?
You hated her.
What?
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
No.
That's
Yup.
low. That's about as low as you can get.
Yeah, I had to figure out how to fire the bullet. There's got to be some reason why Hina feels so strongly. Yeah, it's because she slipped them notes. That can't be the only reason.
Is that it? That doesn't make any
I forget how to go slow. There we go. Point.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Break.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died.
That is true.
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? I feel like that'll be too easy though. They always do this, like they accuse them and then it always seems like the evidence piles up, but it doesn't fit. Footprints of the powder, Sakura's body, pocket trash. Okay.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious.
Okay.
One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see them.
That's true.
I didn't either.
That's true.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Oh, Hero, I'm sorry. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I remember that. He had a little piece of thing in his pocket.
Kira, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
Yeah, he did meet with Sakura because Hina gave Sakura some candy after when she left the nurse's room. And Hiro had that candy, which doesn't make sense because Hina took all that candy so no one else could get it. So Hiro, come on, man. Just tell me you're innocent and I can move on with life because I need you here, bud. I can't do this by myself.
Red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dot? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
Must be some good candy, that's all I can say.
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that?
Where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
Forever ago?
When?
Yeah,
When
when?
did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Right, and he ran out of there super afraid.
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
That doesn't make sense, Hiro. Make it make sense. But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is because when Sakura got that candy, right.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
Right.
So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Make it make sense, Hiro.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious! It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Oh, he's unveiling the book thing, isn't he? What would a shiny message even be?
At the scene of the
Yep.
crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
Now the suspicion falls onto Toko.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
That's right. That is right. She did not let Toko, Byakuya, or Hiro in the crime scene. So how do you know that there was a thing in there, Hiro? Make it make sense.
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Make it make sense, Hiro, please. I know it's too early, but still, make it make sense. Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it!
Yeah.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
Upside down, too.
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, there's an obvious problem with what Hiro said before. Gosh, bud. this is not a moment of you pulling crap out your butt, is it? Alright, dying message, status of body, pocket trash. Okay.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
When it was discovered. That doesn't make sense.
Total sense.
When you discovered it? You weren't even there when we discovered it. Hold on a sec. You were not there when it was me, Kyoko, and Hina. We saw Sakura first. Yeah. Hiro, make it make sense, bud. Oh, there's definitely something wrong with what Hiro said just now. Yeah, it would. Maybe I gotta do not necessarily a shoot, but
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
trying to think.
It was only after the investigation had begun.
Is it this one or this one? I'll try this one.
Magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
Let me check out status of her body, right? Yeah. Sakura was found dead seated in the chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from when she vomited blood. However, there was no injury or indication why she would have vomited blood. Got it.
What's your problem?
And then the next one was...
That makes total sense.
I'll have to see once I shoot it. Okay.
I can tell you exactly when I found the
Or maybe
message.
the investigation started, but...
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Got it. Okay, I was right. It was on the it was on the shelf when us three saw the body first.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene.
Yeah, you weren't
so
there.
No way you could have seen it then.
Me, Kyoko, and Hina discovered the body first. You weren't there, Hiro. So I'm sorry, man.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Because we're trying to not get you killed, bud.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is.
The
Togo!
The Vienna sausage? I'm sorry. That got me off guard. Although, Vienna sausages sound pretty bomb.com. I had an entire bowl of mac and cheese. I'm kind of still hungry. I forgot to go get something to eat after when I went like last minute Christmas shopping. But yeah.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
just let them be.
He's just
Hiro is currently on the warpath right now. I think it would be obvious that his words get mixed up, his merds get mixed up.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Wouldn't she have blood on her finger?
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
I don't know about that. Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Her hands would be clean, right? Like, there'd be no fingy blood thing, you know? Moment of truth. Okay.
Show me the proof.
Show me the proof.
Can't hear you, can't hear you.
Shut up.
The occult is bullcrap.
That doesn't help, Hiro.
I'm at least 30%.
I'm at least 30% right.
The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
Dang,
I'm
I
at
ain't
least
sucking.
30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Give it a rest. The end is nigh. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. Can't hear you, can't hear you. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
Jesus.
Show me the proof.
Kyoko's examination summary.
This should prove it.
Her hands were clean. Yeah, he kind of hit me a couple times with his remarks.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
What?
Did write it.
The only person who... Oh, Hiro, come on, man. Did he write the message?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, I was about to hit that point too. I'm like, the only person who was talking about the message in the first place was Hiro. But...
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
What's up, Sakura?
Sorry, do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well.
Okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy.
Oh, sure. Thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then...
Oh, he smacked her.
Chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Okay, that explains the first blow, but she had two. So how did you get the second one? Dang it, Hiro. Oh, Sakura meant no harm, I bet.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
Okay, yeah, so immediately when she turned around, he popped her.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
Of all people, why Toko?
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. You're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
What is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? Why the magazine was hidden?
I got it!
Yeah, why would he hide the magazine?
It's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
And he did it. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he even said, like, he would have said that he hid the magazine, but he didn't.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it
And
somewhere
hide
you
it.
might not find it.
That does sound like a Hiro thing, but still.
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
Jesus.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like what had been written. There's only one choice. That would have to be Toko.
I got it!
How'd you get in there?
To be Toko, right?
So you did visit Sakura, you liar!
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Come on, make it make sense, Toko.
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I'm looking for the person who asked.
Don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. Yeah, I'm trying to wonder because as I mentioned, Sakura took 2 hits. Oh god. Summary, dying message, number 4, status of okay, got it. But yeah, Sakura got smacked twice. So
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit over from behind before she could do anything.
I'm amazed you were able to sneak up on her. Yeah.
And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer.
Yeah, so he swung once, but then again, she has 2 blows. Hiro hit Sakura, that's for sure, but this doesn't end there. Yeah. So where did the second hit come from?
And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Got it, but now where did the second hit come from? Huh.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Maybe someone came up and smacked her again while she was on the floor unconscious. That sucks. Wow. I mean, I guess if that's the case, if someone knew that Sakura was on the ground, like, you know, not necessarily dead, but like on the ground, went limp, as Hiro said, with a head wound, someone had to have watched from outside to see this happen. And then I guess, no, hold on. No, we found a handprint in the locker room. That's right, we found a handprint in the locker room. Oh my god. Someone popped up in the locker room while she was limp and smacked her again on the head. Now that I'm thinking about that, the vomiting part comes into my mind too. I'm like, because I said last time, someone hit her so hard that she threw up. But I'm gonna go on my poison theory. Someone poisoned her. Oh, my head. Let's just continue. I'm thinking too much into this. I'm guessing. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, the more I speak about my theory, sometimes the more it doesn't make sense.
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
Yeah.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby.
A hobby?
Personally, I'm inclined to believe
He gets her rocks off.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
It's someone, yeah, okay, so that's the case, then someone else smacked her too.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
They're probably the same cuts.
She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
Oh, this is where the experiment comes in?
There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
We did do an experiment about it.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
That would have been the knight, I think. The one with the horse.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
So where's the other one?
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
The pieces inside. Yep.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Yep, because of the pieces inside. Because it's chess. Pawn, rook, knight, bishop, queen, and king. Knight and queen are, well, I think knight is the one that Hiro smacked Sakura with, but the queen is missing. The correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clear. That connection must be. Okay, oh, we're about to figure out the connection, I guess. Ingman's Gambit. I forget that we had this. Oh, God. H-I-H. C-H. C-H? C-H. Cheese. Just. Oh. No. Just. Yeah. Cheese. It's not cheese. Oh, it's chess. Okay, I'm an idiot. Yeah, chess. Okay, I got it. Yes, we need a P. Give me that PP. Give that P. There you are. That PP. I need an E. An E. E. Wait. Yes. C. And E. Chess piece. I said cheese. I'm an idiot.
Now I understand.
Cheese piece. Easy. That's the correlation. It all makes sense.
That's it. The chess pieces.
How could you not know? It's not rocket science. It's a cheese piece. They just have like a little slice of... Ew, that sounds disgusting. Like, you know, those like... You know how when you make sandwiches, right? And you have like those little cheese singles, like the packs. It's just those in each different bottle. Just a cheese crafts cheese single in the bottle. Those things are weird. Like, they're good, but like texture-wise, like eating them like by themselves is gross. You gotta have it like with cheese or make it like as a grilled cheese, because eating those things by themselves is the worst. And I'm surprised I did it so much when I was little. Like, I thought that was like the best thing ever. That's like eating cheese spray. Like, you know, the cheese in a can? That's like eating that by itself. I can't do that no more. I can't.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
God, I love chess. Chess is fun.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
That means the queen is missing.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
Yay!
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
It's not necessarily chess, it's the pieces themselves.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Shogi is way better. Dang it, Hero. Which I actually did play shogi. Shogi is actually very fun. It's Japanese chess. It's wild. That I will say, shogi is a lot more wild than chess.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean.
Shogi is chaotic.
So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing, it was broken.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Aren't there just little pieces still left?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle.
Oh! That's why it was heavier. I gathered 2 things of broken bottles instead of 1. That okay. I just figured it out in my head right now, because I was thinking about the experiment and, like, you know how each we were weighing the bottles, and the bottles with the broken pieces seemed to be heavier than an intact bottle. And I was thinking to myself, why? I myself was like, why is that the case? But it turned out, now that I was thinking about it, because now I know, when Kyoko was telling me to pick up all the pieces of the bottle, I was actually picking up 2 bottles instead of 1. So that's why it was broken. I got more pieces than I should have. That would make sense.
And what is this evidence?
It makes sense. It wasn't just a single broken bottle. And the evidence that proves that is, do I have the bottle thing? The powder? Hold on. Yeah, the bottle experiment.
I got it!
I picked up 2 things.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
And it was heavier.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is
I picked up 2
there
bottles.
was actually more than one bottle.
Yep, there was more than 1 bottle's worth. I didn't even realize. That's the wild part. I didn't realize I was picking up this stuff until now at the trial. That's insane.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
To probably get rid of evidence, I guess. Just show that they weren't there.
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attack. Some bowling aficionados? What? Sakura's second attacker. Yep.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
Oh, we're saying Toko was the second attacker. I mean, she had to have been there. Locker, man. Maybe she was chilling.
I'm sure of it.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
Hero.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
That's the kind of guy I am. That's how I roll, baby.
I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stick it out or whatever. Well, I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Oh, really? You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room.
Why would she go there first, though?
I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Now, yep, that makes sense. Now the handprint on the locker. She was in the locker.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I need something.
I don't think there's any screws there, bud.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
She teleported through the wall. She phased through the wall.
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
She got her portal gun.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. Oh god, more things to bullet time battles. Sure, let's learn. So far, you've probably been pressing the X button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way during the non-stop debate. Simply press the L button. Oh, now we got to choose our final thing. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Even though I'm already on mean, but still. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you, really? I'm halfway through? that didn't go me. We kind of had a couple of weeks and months during these gaps between these videos, and I understand that they're long. They're very long, so considering that the game itself is telling me that I'm at the halfway point, that's not bad. Well then, good luck and have fun. And thank you guys for sticking with me up to this point. I really appreciate it. Well, we'll get through it. We're still at the beginning of this Danganronpa saga too, by the way. The Dangan saga.
It's a lie. I hate you. Shut up. No. It's a lie. I curse you. It's a lie. Why?
All right.
That's it.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Handprint.
This should prove it.
Yep. Gotcha. Break.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Right, let's teleport this locker in the trial room and put our hand on it. Got it. Yay!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just, all right.
Hey, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura! No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
My gosh. When Byakuya said that, she just immediately just, all right,
Straight up again.
straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
And did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Why not just erase it? Oh, wait. Oh, man, that was a hero moment. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. I bet all the students are looking at me like, really? I'm like, don't worry about me. I'm pulling stuff out my butt. Why don't you just erase it then? It's a bloody message. How do you erase a bloody message? On paper, first off. God, I'm dumb. Just continue. I'm sorry. Just a dumb moment. Like, I said something stupid and I immediately had to refute myself. Like, that's a what the heck brain moment.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Why not just take the magazine altogether?
Imbeciles, all of you.
Imbecile though. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
So her eyes are blue. Got it. I always thought they were gray or like white, but no, I guess they're blue unless that's just the glow. You're gonna have a bad time.
I fainted right there in front of the magazines.
You feel like you're gonna have a bad time.
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? Her? You mean... Oh dear.
Guess it's back!
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
Oh, they have separate memories? Huh. That's wild.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake.
Huh. So when Toko faints, technically, that's Genocide Jill sleeping. I guess and vice versa, maybe. Oh, that's wild.
Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wonder. So I Everywhere! I was not prepared for that.
You feel like you're gonna have a bad time. It seems like Genocide Jill's sins are crawling on her back.
And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle.
Huh. So Sakura has the power to even scare a serial killer. I like that.
Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Right.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
No, but you're still guilty by accomplice. So that's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's got...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you had some work for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
About what?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's. But that still wasn't the end of it.
Oh, right. She threw up. It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... because she threw up blood too! Like, where does that fall into this? Oh god. Examination summary, dying message, number 4, body, yellow powder. Okie dokie, let's do this.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
Lemon smash.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Hold on. But she was seen sitting in a chair. The main problem here is, if the second attack from Toko really was the killing blow. Yeah, she was sitting in a chair. How did you kill her in front of the shelf? You must have moved her or something, which also I doubt because you're small and you would have got blood on you.
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of
Yep.
No, it's wrong.
How did you kill her in front of the shelf when she's literally sitting in the chair?
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Unless she got up and sat down and then that's when she died. But again, blood throw up. Where does that come into this?
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves that there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf would be this. Yeah, the bloodstain.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf.
And where did the vomit? Because I thought that because she said she vomited blood. I thought that was the vomiting blood. So where's that? If that's the case.
The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Yeah, I thought that was the vomit.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
She couldn't have.
to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
I honestly forgot about that. I'm still trying to think about how she threw up.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
It makes no sense. We would have saw her. No. No. That's not the case, because when we looked into the room, the locker was already open.
While everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because I was in the locker. I myself was in the locker. I saw it for myself. Yeah, the locker was already open.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
He didn't die from 2 shots to the head, might I add.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
He threw up her organs.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's blood. Blood, throw up. Throw up blood. Everybody throws the blood at one point in their life. Why do you gotta keep giving me these? Stop. Okay.
What was it that killed Ogre?
Hina's account.
It wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack.
Let me see the yellow powder. Yellow powder. Boink. Yellow powder was found on the instep of Sakura's foot. Yellow, which I first thought would be.
What was it?
There's no other possible cause. That killed Sakura.
We're overlooking something?
I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Nope, that's wrong. Come on, Makoto, don't clam up now.
Shit.
I hate to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Okay.
What was it that killed Ogre? It wasn't from Genocide Jill. What was it?
There's no other that killed Sakura.
Oh, sorry.
I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Okay, Kyoko's examination. Wait, maybe make the status. Sakura's true cause of death.
What was it that killed Ogre?
What have I got?
It wasn't from Genocide
Okay,
Jill.
maybe Monokuma's thing then.
What was it?
There's no other possible cause that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot.
Okay, cool. It was just the Monokuma file. Yeah. Blood, throw up blood.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
It would have to be poisoning.
In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottle, she cut the inside of her mouth.
How?
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Yeah. Then they would have just said you got cut inside your mouth instead of just throwing up.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
You gotta.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Poison?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
My lips are sealed. Let's see what you got, bud.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Chem C9.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
Wait, wasn't that bottle on shelf A?
In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. Here I know where he got it. That was in section A.
I got it!
Yeah.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Switch the bottles or switch the stuff inside it?
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Oh, he's drinking it. Oh, God. He's drinking the stuff. All right, so, I mean, he seems very confident in what he's doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that actually has the protein powder or whatever Sakura drank or is forced to drink. So, then the poison was in the protein bottle? I'm trying to make sense of it. But anyway, I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and
Master!
we were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever. Yeah, he's jugging it.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh, that tastes awful. He's like, God, that was gross.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Honestly, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I would say I drink like a protein like shake or like thing like twice, and I just said this stuff is gross. Like, how do you people drink this? And I see it a lot I remember seeing it a lot in school, especially in PE. Like, people had like, you know, their powder and then they were like shaking it up, making this type milk thing, like milkshakes and such. I'm like, you guys, there's something wrong with you, all of you. This stuff is gross. Someone offered me some too, and because it was vanilla. That's the only reason why I drank some, because it was vanilla, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it a shot. And nope, Nope. This stuff was gross. My brother made some too, and I was like, I can't. It was disgusting. I'll just stick with my regular milkshakes, my smoothies, and my milk. Thank you very much.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein? Can I see that bottle for a second?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Do whatever you like.
Yoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
He just drank protein. What a guy.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder.
So then, I guess my mind was correct. Then the reverse happened. The poison was in the protein.
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Which was, yeah, it was in the protein bottle. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be? Yeah. Hangman's Gambit. Okay, let's see. Okay, it should be actually kind of easy, because based on the logic, R. God, no, I need that R. Bro, I need a T. Give me a T. I need a T. T for Tushy. And then give me an E. E for eyeballs. Give me an N. N for Nuggy. Give me a R. R for roar. Then I need an I. I for ice cream. And I need an N. N for Nuggy. And I need a K. K for crispy.
Now I understand.
Protein drink. Yeah, it would have to have been the drink, so they were swapped.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Right.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
But why? Why, instead of, if you're going to poison, or why not just take it from the poison and just put it in the powder instead of swapping the substances from the get-go?
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene? To be that.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
So who gave it to her? if Hiro and Toko weren't there, or maybe they were, who the heck?
And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Ooh.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence that shows who switched them. It has to be, what? That? Either that or this.
I got it!
Got it.
Footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I'm just surprised how that freaking bottle fell and it just looked like it just crapped everywhere. Like you had no room to pull down your pants and it just, the explosion was imminent. Diarrhea.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
What?
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
That ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Okay, hold on. This is the third person saying they killed Sakura. Oh god. Kyoko, are you gonna say you killed her too? Like, you may as well join the freaking party, man. Byakuyo's the only one who said that she didn't do it, or he didn't do it. And frankly, I believe him on that, so I know he's not gonna say it.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers are me and Hina.
I got it!
Oh, that's why he tried to get me to use my feet.
Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Yeah, he tried to get my feet going. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No? Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Yeah.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
So what kind of shoes is Byakuya wearing then? Dress shoes?
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
I mean, so were me and Sayaka, and you know what happened there.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
So devious.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did,
Why? Why?
why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
Unless Kyoko about to say, I did it. It was me.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
I like that. Honeyed words.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Is it the locked room stuff?
Are you talking about the
Yep.
locked room problem?
Is it the lock? Kyoko's been hyper fixated on the locked room while I've been hyper fixated on the vomiting.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Yeah, she can't say it. That means she didn't do it.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
Oh, he's sweating. There's something he don't know.
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
Unless she deliberately put a footprint there.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was...
That would kind of make sense why the footprints are kind of all over the place, because it's just like, if she deliberately wanted to set that up to make it look like people, to make it her footprint, she just kind of just danced in the powder legitimately. She just hopped around in there like a bunny rabbit and then just like, yep, now people will know I did it.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
Nervous? You didn't leave? Okay, Hina, now you're actually sounding like Hero. Now you're sounding like Hero.
You didn't notice?
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
It's not one footprint, Hina. You left multiple footprints.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Just tell me.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them.
Wouldn't you have left footprints in the C section?
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison, then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, he would have left footprints at C. Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Alright. Yeah, she would have left footprints at Section C if that were the case. Source of the powder, footprints of the powder, yellow powder, powder. Chem lab shelf. Powder.
First I went to Section C.
I want to go with
That's when I grabbed the poison.
source of the powder, footprints of the powder, powder.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
Yeah, go on. Tell it.
I moved from Section C to Section A.
Yeah, I was right. It makes sense because she she dropped the bottle, it busted everywhere,
You said
and
you
then
went to get the poison from
footprints.
Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movement?
How?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left the footprint. Yeah, she did say that.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Nothing.
Well,
You lied to us.
You
Plain and
lied,
simple.
plain and simple.
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
well,
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Yakuya looked absolutely shook.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
The bottle.
Did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue.
Dang.
A truly grave oversight.
Dang.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
It's a chip. Oh, it is a chip. I was right. It's a chip. A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Dang, if he was any closer, he would have swallowed that shard. Then he actually probably would have died.
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
Dang, we would have had another murder in the freaking during the trial. Oof.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Why do I gotta explain it? You're the one on the tangent.
Huh? Me?
He looks shook. I think we should say something.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. That is the rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
I had to get in there.
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
Yeah, did it roll in?
what's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, it would have been in there. Hina said she put the bottle of poison in section C of the shelf in the chem lab, right? Are you sure that's what she said? Think harder.
shoot,
Okay, no, not that. Maybe it's the other one then.
what's strange is that
According to what, it was section A.
I got it!
It was the other
The
one.
bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
Okay.
It It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked.
So where was even the bottle of poison when we broke it?
There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
So it fell in when I broke it.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
Which was on A?
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Which would make sense because she did mention that the bottle was under the glass when if the lock was broken or the mirror, it would have been all over the place on it instead of under it.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here. It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then.
What about you, Kyoko? You gotta answer the question too. I also didn't trip over it.
That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Is that why you're shook? The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the room after it was open. Yeah, there was glass. The freaking can itself, because the glass was under it. Source of the powder. Empty protein drink. That ought to take care of it. Yeah, alright, we're on it. Cool.
There's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Yee.
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Sorry, bud. Something can prove that someone brought the protein can into the rec room after it was open.
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until, though it absolutely...
Yeah, because the glass was under it. It would have, if that was the case, if the bottle was there, then it would have got you. Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
If the bottle was there when we broke into the room, glass would be on it, not under it.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
Oh, he real shook. He real shook now.
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's...
She never said it herself.
Hasn't it?
She never said it herself, just saying. But I guess that's why she's asking, because she already knows that she didn't do it firsthand. But who knows what I'm talking about, right? I'm just a rookie.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Oh, dang. Sakura drank it herself? Oh, dear.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been Sakura.
I got it!
Yeah,
I think it was Sakura herself.
that would explain the powder on her shoe. I think.
So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section.
Did she spill the poison? Dang, yeah, that would make sense. She was the only one. Of what we were discussing, then Sakura spilled that poison on the floor.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. I had to get Hina to admit that. Yeah. Oh, Sakura actually drank it herself.
You're a liar!
There's a lot of bullet time battles in this.
Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Whoops,
You're
wrong
a
button.
liar! What are you saying? I'm telling you, I did it! I don't want to hear it! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you!
Oh god, she is blasting
You're a
me.
liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already!
Jesus. Okay.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
The powder. Not the powder. The yellow powder. Close. Close.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
Powder.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Not that. Not that. That one. Dang it. I had to really check my stuff.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! Do you have
There we go.
any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Source of the powder. What do you mean? That one. Oh god, I'm dying.
I don't want to hear it! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
I'm trying.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Yellow powder. Jesus.
This should prove it.
The yellow powder. Good lord. I thought it would show her instep or something.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
I swear to god, if that's actually what it was. Hold on. Let me check my bullets. If the yellow powder was the... Dang it. Yellow powder was the one with her shoe on it. I swear to god.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled.
Didn't even bother to clean it up.
So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
None so far.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Yeah, the only one reason to explain it is that Sakura killed herself.
Here's my answer.
Oh, man.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
But why, though?
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
It was suicide.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life.
Dang.
And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because, of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
I got it!
Yep,
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
she did it herself.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
Oh, dang. We didn't even see it. We were too focused.
Right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Dang.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone.
Ogre?
Ah, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed. I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, you should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Right, but she didn't do that.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right?
And she would have taken everyone down with her if that were the case.
The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet,
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Oh, end it properly. Okay. Climax interference. Yikes. All right. Oh no, that's not good. That happened. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's just get it all done, shall we? Sakura wanted to talk to Hiro, Toko, and one other person. That would be Byakuya. All right. We'll just move on as we go. Dang, Sakura, why'd you do it, Sakura? Why? I was getting so close to know you. Toko got to the rec room early and hid somewhere. She hid. Let me see. But there's a... Nope, okay. That must be it then. Oop. Alright. My boy Hiro. Hey, gamers. That's what Sakura looks like. Hey, gamers. What's this? What was in the Monokuma bottle that Hiro hit Sakura with? That was... I think. Oh, hold up. Maybe that might be... Wait, is this her going in or is this going out? I have to observe a little bit more closely, but we'll just continue. It will be the night. Okay. What's this? What did Hiro do to try to cover up the murder he thought he committed? That would be this. He framed Toko for witchamababble. At that point, Toko, who was in the locker, or I think actually the other one might be more accurate. So let's put, yeah, this one might be better. And then, I mean, if I mess it up, then I guess I can just switch them out, you know? But until then, yeah, in you go. Okay. What did she do with the magazine that had the dying message written on it? She put it, that's not it. She put it, yeah, there we go. Yeah, then she saw her again, had a bad time, passed out. Oink. What was in the Monokuma bottle that Genocide Jack hit Sakura with? That would be Queen. Dang, Sakura. I'm so sorry, Sakura. I am. That's her dashing out of there. Ugh. Oh, she's drinking the poison right there. What actually killed Sakura came from the chem lab. That, not that, but no. Yeah, there we go. Ugh. Okay. What? There was something on the floor near Sakura's body, which someone grabbed. Which would be this bad boy. Then, what was it that they switched with the bottle of poison? Not that. I wanted to say this is proper, but okay, I'll try. This is the whole thing. Here we go.
Here's
exactly what happened. Act 1.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Act 2.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Nope, not it. No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of the case. Okay, that's not it then. It's the other one. So let's switch those out then. So this one goes here, and then this goes here.
Here's exactly what happened. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
There we go. Slam.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Dun dun. Here comes Sakura.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
Act 3. Hey gamers.
Next to arrive was Hiro.
Candy. Eat.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I need to rearrange the events of the case. Okay, we messed up on that too. Then swappity swap swap. Wait, not there. We got a swappity swap swap. This. Yeah, swappity swap swap.
Here's exactly what happened.
There we go. Smash.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
Toko.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
He got out there.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. In her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out.
Smacked her too. Man.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence.
Pish pish.
She
It looks like she
gathered
just
up the
placed it on the
bone from
dustpan and just left.
and the clean chest piece.
Act 5.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Yes.
But even after
He
those
got
2
up after
blows,
that too.
She was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
Ugh.
And there, she took her final breath.
The vomiting blood has been nowhere to be seen. Act 6.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there.
Run!
We had to smash the door's window to get inside.
Run! Run! Makoto entered there like a beast. Run!
But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Dad.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves.
Hold on real quick. I'm gonna be right back. I think. Let me pause the recording real quick if I can. Which one was it again? Something has popped up real quick and I got to get it done, Luigi. Be right back. I'm gonna be right back. Hold tight. Gonna be right back. If I could pause my recording, that'll be awesome. Okay, well, BRB then. Okay, did all this specifically to place all the suspicion upon themselves. Who was it?
In an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort.
Who was it? Oh.
Was you, Hina.
With you, Hina. Oh man. Complete. Dang.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life.
But why?
And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See, didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Dang. She did tell him that, and that didn't happen. He got caught. Got him. Got him. Wow, that's wild. I got a C on the last part. But I got an A throughout the entire thing. I feel like that's good. Okay, so if Sakura did indeed commit suicide, who gets punished?
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Hey, it happens. It's like in the heat of the moment.
I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
I never see this lever.
So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
He sounds so exhausted. He does. Okay, so number 4. Sakura. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
My entire existence. Okay, we're done here.
What did you
So
say?
that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What do you think?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
We almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to
I
die.
couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you're gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
For serious? That...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this.
Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's...
I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed off at the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine.
I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt.
Sakura,
Because of me. My friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility.
Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is?
Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you...
Hina. Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Aww.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
And yet...
Oh.
You trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Hina,
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you.
what's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. That I ask you to.
Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And then that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in! Please, open the door!
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And if I didn't realize it, we killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey, hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but,
Hey!
it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking. Cause her and me,
In other words,
well, what I'm really trying to say is,
yes, indeed.
don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. This guy. This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. What? Then... you... lied to me?
I'm
Oh,
being
don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help if you totally look at my little scribbles at face value. But it didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and... see. Yeah.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna
I'm
do?
glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, hadn't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold
And
on.
isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. It's me, the Willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
aww, that's how I came to feel.
So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told, and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe. Above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Aww. I would have kept this note for the longest I've ever had in my life. Just saying.
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally. Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. But please, don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. That is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring to the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible.
Oh, through and through, she thought of everyone as her friend.
Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
Aw.
But
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
In the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Uh-huh.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't ya?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. Oh, really?
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it. Yeah, he quit. I quit.
What's going on here?
Now, only one thing to look forward to.
It's all
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
what the heck?
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You walked
It's
it
the moment you've all been
right,
waiting for. Punishment time!
How? Who you gonna punish?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just stub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the Bear times 1 rule.
Listen
But I
up.
spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest.
Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Special guest? Who? No! Oh no! Oh, you suck! You actually suck! That's unfair, man. Excavator Destroyer. Chihiro, no! Not again, not again. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh, it's just a... Oh my god. I think it's worse the second time around that Chihiro died again. Wow, that's unfair. That's very unfair. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Whew, that really took a lot out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You were friends with the laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him.
Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find out things all sneaky sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally?
No, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start.
What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift. From me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey.
So, of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But speaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed.
Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel 1,000,000,000 times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower.
No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday, you will pay for this.
Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left to Sakura's note. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly.
One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like for you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy! That was a close one! Another word and we would have been hit deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What? You can't just stop at the most important bit.
It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You got
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But
too bad.
sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh. Wow. What a stubborn loser, huh?
She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you?
Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well,
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long. Think hard.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, the sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's totally not unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
but
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up? Oh yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
but
Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up.
Seriously. Sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay. I see what you mean. Then I'll try.
She's like, huh? What am I looking at right now?
That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
He's like, heck no.
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are. Sleazeball?
Apparently, you still have a death wish.
More biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me!
Guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Alright, well, I guess it sort of went normal. So, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms. Before long, night snuck up on us. I thought it was already night. Ugh. That sucks. Wait, it just hit nighttime? Yeah, it just hit nighttime. Dang.
Doors to the dining
We've been
hall
in there all
will be locked.
day.
Okay then.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down to sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Byakuya. Wake up, Makoto. It's time. The fog is coming, Makoto. He's like dressed like one of those like medieval like executioners. Like they have like the black like hoods. Like, you know how when they're like about to cut off your head, they kind of wear like those black hoods and they have like black pants on. They have like no shirt. That's Byakuya. He's like, it's time, Makoto. The fog is coming, Makoto. It's just Byakuya with a torch in his room, and behind him is Toko and Hiro. Like, it's all the other people, like Toko, Hiro, Hina, and Kyoko, all dressed in robes. The fog is coming, Makoto. It's time to wake up. And they're all like doing like some sort of like ritualistic dance behind Byakuya. Byakuya, what's going on? It's the time of reckoning, my boy. You need to wake up now. Yeah, you need to wake up now, for serious. The fog is coming. Oh, well, someone's telling me to wake up. Wake up. The fog is coming. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. The fog is coming. Oh god, it's Kyoko. It's even worse. How'd you get in my room? First off. Alright, so it's not Byakuya, it's Kyoko wearing the robes. The fog is coming, Makoto. Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
How'd you get in my room?
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
So Kyoko's here. Nice. Cool.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up.
Oh, I see. Wait, but my door!
It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless.
Okay, I left it unlocked. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. You don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised.
What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock. In the morning, of course.
3 a.m. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Alright, well, it's nighttime. Midnight. It ain't midnight, it's 3 a.m. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto,
I have a favor I need to ask.
Last time you gave me a favor, I got clocked beside my head. What's your favor?
so...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that.
Okay, but how do you plan to do that?
Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered,
The fog is coming. The fog is coming.
the data center on the 4th floor.
What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there.
Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words were reverberated through my half-dazed head. Data center? But I thought it was locked. Alright, let's go up there. Let's get out of here. The fog is coming, Makoto. The fog is coming.
I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor.
Yeah, it is one.
Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived,
Yoko's not here.
that's weird.
Did she beat me? She may be inside already?
I put my hand on the door, and with a certain amount of force,
It's locked. Got it. It didn't open. I tried again, but still locked. Let me just jiggle it a bit more. It must be locked.
what was it Kyoko said?
The data center on the 4th floor.
What's
Thought it.
this?
Aha! What are you doing up, mister?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know?
Oh, well, I just.
You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But
Hey!
I can see that, you dope. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something?
No, nothing like that.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed.
What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket?
Kyoko?
Ah,
You two!
now you too?
Like,
You guys!
Whatever. The two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure. Got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back.
what?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. Get out of here. Shoot. The fog is coming, Makoto.
All of them are just saying it now. The fog is coming.
So we left and went back to our rooms. And then,
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Hold on.
Listen, what was that all about just now?
She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. Then she shows up late and we leave without even checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Ooh. What about Murkrow, the Pokemon? What about Murkrow? Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for him.
What? 16th student. Chapter 4, All-Star Apologies. The end. Oh, God. 6. 7? 7 left still? Because we just talked about this student? Be continued. Oh, my God. Oh, it's fine. What is that? An alter lump. I hate you. I hate you. Alter ego's gone. This is the worst. This is the worst. But we're going to go ahead and end off the episode right there and finish off chapter 4 right then and there. So until then, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, also comment and subscribe to get new feed on videos and become a member of the Cuckoo Crew today. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky so you can recommend the fidget games you want me to play or chat, your preference. Also, if you subscribe, be sure to tap that bell to get new notifications on videos so you'll never miss an upload from me ever again. But that's going to be it from Danganronpa. In the next episode, we're going to start chapter 5 and see what happens next. So until then, have a nice day, have a nice night. Amateur is out. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay cuckoo crazy, and I shall see you in the next episode. Peace.